There are many ways of thinking about the administrative state. One is in terms of separation of powers, another one is in terms of federalism. But there's another way of thinking about it, which is in terms of civil liberties. It's not often been understood just how much this is a threat to civil liberties, but in fact, I think it's the greatest threat to civil liberties in our era. The Constitution lays out a host of freedoms, procedural freedoms and substantive freedoms like freedom of speech, and all of these are now threatened by administrative power. The administrative state not only eviscerates most of our procedural rights laid out in the Constitution, but also many of our substantive rights, such as freedom of speech and freedom of religion. To understand how severe the problem is, consider that most of the Bill of Rights consists of procedural freedoms. Nonetheless, the government now has ambidextrous power. It can proceed against us through the courts with their full due process of law and juries and real judges, or it can proceed against us in administrative tribunals where none of these pertain. These days, actually, there's no development that threatens more civil liberties of more Americans than administrative power. And this sort of general threat is very, very dangerous. Administrative power undermines our freedoms at every level. Agencies will deprive us of our right to a jury when they adjudicate. They'll deprive us of our right to have a real judge. They deprive us of our right to have the ordinary burdens of proof required by due process of law. So my argument today was that we need structural change. We've seen lots of regulatory reform and some regulatory rollback, but all of that could be overturned really in a few minutes by the next administration. So we need to reconsider what needs to be done about administrative power. And in my view, we need deep, enduring structural change, changes to the very nature of the administrative powers that cut across agencies.